Hello, welcome to lift class. Today you're going to need all of your weights, okay? I have 5s, 8s, 12s, 15s, 20s, and a 25, okay? So having said that, if you have 5, 8s, and 10s, take them all out. If you have something heavier like a 20 or 25, take that out, okay? I'll tell you what we've got because everything's going to be upper body and core on the floor. We don't have to stand up today. We have chest press. Pull over, that's where I want your heavy weight, okay, or you're kissing two 10s together, something like that, okay, to make it heavier. Seated shoulder presses, we're going to alternate. You can go a little bit lighter in that, like a medium. Skull crushers, and then we're going to sit in a V-sit and bicep curl. So again, you might want to go like a little bit lighter in that. Then we'll head into core work once we go through 3 sets of our upper body work. And for your core work, you're only going to need one weight where we're going to side plank and you're going like this. So 5, an 8, maybe even a 3, or no weight, okay? Does that help you figure out what you need for weights today? I would say the heaviest weights you're going to need are for chest press and that pullover, and then everything else you can kind of go through and see as we go if you need to go heavier or lighter. Today's word is I am honest. Go ahead and set up your weights. You can see that I put up my mat and left myself a little runway of weights so I can just grab them as we go. You might want to also do the same, one weight on each side of your mat. I assess my own strengths and move in integrity, okay? So be honest with yourself today as you're lifting. Play some music if you'd like. I suggest putting something on. And we'll start with our warm-up, okay? Today we're not moving by music or by beeps. We are doing movement by rep count, all right? Our rep counts for the warm-up is 5. And once we get into lifting, we're moving on to 10 reps per exercise, okay? So, with that said, you're going to count, I'm going to count if we're off, and you end up with 8 reps on one set, and you want to move on with me, no big deal. If you end up with 12 reps because you're moving faster than me, again, no big deal, all right? But our range we'd like to stay in is close to that 10, give or take a few, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and start warming up. Start your watches, water, sweat towel. We're going to inchworm out, so either straight leg or bent leg. Come on down to the floor. Walk out to plank. We're just going to warm up our chest and our shoulders here. Walk it back, either stay in your fold or your crouch. And let's do 4 more. Walk it back. Walk it out. Walk it back. Walk it out. And let's go one more time. Stay in your plank. And let's come to a low lunge. Open up. And switch. This is the only time we'll do 6 to keep it even in the warm-up. So we're on 3, switch, 4, 1 more on each side, 5, and 6. Come to a down dog, plank, cobra, back to down dog, plank, cobra, opening up our chest, getting some fluid in our shoulders, down dog, plank, cobra, loosening up our midsection as well, down dog, plank, cobra, do 1 more with me, down dog, plank, cobra, lower your knees down, push back child's pose, thread through, come center and switch, thread through. Come center and switch. This is another one, we'll do 6. We've got 3 more to go. Thread through. Center, 1 more on each side. Last one here. And then we've got 5 cat-cows, and we'll get started, okay? So, drop your chin, tuck your tailbone, push the floor away from you, round out your spine, and then release, chin up, tailbone up. Drop your chin, drop your tailbone, round out, push the floor away, and lift. 3 more. Round out, push the floor away, open up your shoulder blades, lift, push, round, lift, and 1 more time, tilt, round, open up your shoulder blades, and come back to neutral. Okay, first thing we're going to do is chest chest press, we're gonna be on the floor on our backs. We're making goalposts with our arms. So we want 90-degree bend coming straight up over our chest, okay? If your weights are up by your chin or if they're down by your belly button, you gotta neutralize them. Get them right at that shoulder height, that shoulder placement on the floor on our backs, okay? So again, I'm grabbing 20s, we're doing 10 reps. After we do chest press, we're headed right into pullover. So what I did for myself is I put my nice heavy weight right above my head, so all I have to do is grab it and move on. So everything's all set up. We should be able to move pretty smoothly through everything. So, ready, set, 10 reps of chest press. Arms up like goalposts. Bend your knees, lower your lower back to the floor. So I need you to tilt your belly button up a little bit, or hips up just a little bit. So I can tailbone under, so your lower back's on the floor. And here we go with our press. Here we 10, 9, squeeze your chest muscles together. 8, 7, 6, squeeze, control. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and place those weights down. Now listen, we're going to do a pullover. So if you don't have a heavy weight, you can kiss 2 weights together and hold them like this. You're going to go straight arms over your head, over your chest. Over your head, let it hover, and then over your chest. Slight bend in the elbows. And if you have 1 heavy weight, you're going to hold it like a diamond, like this, or what we call a chalice hold, a diamond hold. Okay, you're going to hold the weight overhead, and we're going to lift it up over our chest. Ready, set, let's go. 10, 9. You want to go ahead and let the weight come down just enough where it catches your lat muscles, the muscles that run along your rib cage. Then pull it right up over your chest. I believe now it's 6, 5. Get long, extend, get your shoulders out of your ears. 2 more. One of my favorite exercises right there. Okay, so then weight comes down and we're headed into skull crushers. I want you to pick up a weight that's good for you to use for your triceps. Okay, I'm going to grab 15s today. You might be grabbing 10s, pretty much whatever you lift with your biceps, you want to try your triceps. Weight straight up overhead, we bend at the elbow, and we come down and press. Come down and press. Okay, right by your temples, elbows straight. Stay straight up over your shoulder. Using the back of your arms. And try not to let anything swing or sway, it's just your forearms coming down. Try 2 more. As I'm talking, I'm kind of sort of losing count, I'm not going to lie. Come up to a seated position. I think we did 10. And this one we're going to do 20, okay? You can either leave your legs straight out, or you could crisscross them in front of you. You're going to have to kind of figure out what works for you. We're doing a seated shoulder press, alternating 1 at a time. 20 reps, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You count the last 4. So elbows are straight out from your shoulders. You're in goalposts, pressing it overhead. And I think I did 2 extra. Okay, which tells me though, I can go heavier. So I'll go heavier the next set. I grab my lighter one, set 1. I'll go to my heavier one, set 2. Okay, now knowing that I went too light, we're going to come into a V-sit. You're going to bend your knees, sit on your tailbone. Ooh, I already feel like these will be heavy. I grab my 12s. We're going to do a seated bicep curl, so elbows into your side, and we're going to curl for 10, okay? 9, chest tall. 8, 7, lower. 6, curl. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So that's what we're going to do 2 more times, 10 reps of everything. Adjust, assess yourself right now. This is where you have to be honest with yourself. Is everything too heavy, too light? Because we're only going 2 more times, and then we're going into core work. It's going to be a short workout, right? Let's maximize what we get from it by lifting as heavy as we can for each of these exercises, okay? So if you're being a little bit like, on yourself today, I want you to push yourself a little bit harder, okay? Back to chest press. I know that I'm going to move my weights out of the way because I don't want to use them. heavier. So if you move your lightweight away because you want to go heavier, you're not going to be tempted to use them. All right, that's chest press, lower back on the floor. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7. Control and squeeze. If you don't have heavy weights, you can just slow it down, squeeze, and really put more tension in your chest muscles. That's how you perform with light weights, okay? Let's say we have 3 more. 2 and 1. Somebody's counting, right? Okay, pull over. So again, that heavy weight, or kiss 2 together, we have 10 reps. We're going to pull it over our head. Lengthen and pull. Come down slow. And pull, squeeze your muscles that run down the side of your rib cage. That's what I want you to think about. Those are your lats. You can usually go heavier than you think you can, just so you know. 2 more. All right, release the weight. We're going into skull crushers next. I know that was a perfect challenging weight because the last one I was really struggling, okay? So shoulders right underneath your elbows, weights come up beside your temples and press up. And on 5, 6, 7, I'm feeling it. 8, 9, 10. Anybody else feeling that one? I hope so. All right, and then coming up to our seated shoulder press. I'm going to go heavier here. I'm going to try 12. Okay, so again, listen to yourself. We're using our core by staying seated and pushing up overhead. We really stabilize ourselves in a different way when you're sitting versus standing, okay? So let's go ahead and get our arms up goal posts, right? And alternating, trying not to rock your body side to side. Let's go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Sit on your sit bones. 9, 8, 7, 6. Just your upper body moving. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That last one was trying to tilt my body back a little bit. You gotta stop yourself from doing that. Okay, next up we're going V-sit bicep curls, okay? So we do, my weights were kind of in my way before and I was kind of clanking, not coming down all the way. You do want to try to come down with a slight bend in your elbow, but come down and then up. Come down, okay? And if you come out a little bit wide because we're seated, that's fine. So knees bent, heels down, toes up, chest up, lean back just a little bit, and let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Second set through felt much better. All right, let's go. Third set. Back to chest press, and then I've got core for you, okay? Don't think that this is going to be easy once we get to core work, you guys. All right, we've got a lot of side planks left to go, which is going to be a lot of stabilizing and shoulder work. Let's go. Chest press for 10. Go. Control it. Think about pinching a pencil between your chest at the top of the movement. Weights come down when you do your 10, and we've got pull over. Remember, this is our last time through, so go heavy. Don't be afraid to pull that up overhead, over your chest. I have 2 more to go. How about you? And we can come down behind you. Skull crushers are next. Remember when you put your weight down too, make sure it's safe and it doesn't knock you in the head or anything like that. All right, skull crushers, get out that weight. Remember, I grabbed 15s at the beginning. I'm going to finish with my 15s. Outside your temples, I'm going to challenge myself. It is getting challenging on my triceps, so maybe stick with that heavy weight on the last one. Even if you do 5 reps with the heavy one, and then maybe lighten up a little bit, that's okay. Challenge yourself, be honest with yourself. I have 3 left. Try not to swing or sway. Muscle it up. All right, good job, good job. Whew. Sitting up. Shoulder presses. I'm going to stick with 12s. I like those for the last step. Okay, 20 reps. Ready, set, let's go. Sitting on your sit bones. 3, 4, try not to rock your body. 5, 6, reaching tall. 7, 8, tall through your core. 9, 10, 11, 12, starting to get tough. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Whew. Seated curls, and then we're headed into core work, okay? You can replay this workout anytime if you're like, this is it, this is what I need every week, like, or on my Sunday, like I just want to lift a little bit and make it a nice, short, and sweet, to the point workout. You can always replay this, okay? All right, 10 reps, let's go. 10, full curl. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to move some of my weights out of the way as we head into core. We're going to be in a lot of side plank, just so you know, okay? I'm going to keep up my 5s and my 8s. And I really only need 1 5 and 1 8. I'm not going to use both. So clear up your space just a little bit. Give yourself some room. And maybe I'll leave a 12 out too. You never know. No. No. No, I don't. All right, 8s, 5, and we're starting off in a plank, shoulder taps. Okay. And we've got 10 of them, so we're either on our knees or our toes, and we're going to go 10, 9, 8. Okay, nice, slow, and control. Tap down, tap down. I want that to be your pattern. It's not a tap, slap, okay, it's control. Then we're going to come into a side plank on our elbow and our knee or our toes, and we're going to take our weight in our hand and we're going to fly from shoulder to hip, to shoulder to thigh. Okay, we'll do each side, and then we're going to do a knee pull, 10 each side, and then we're going to lay on our backs and do a reverse crunch, okay? We'll go through this 3 times. So you're not out of the woods yet. We're going to do this core work and we're going to rock it. We have a little bit more shoulder work and chest work as we go through our planks, okay? Here we go. High plank, toes wide, and let's tap. 10, 9, try not to rock your body. 8, 7, 6, tilt your hips towards your chin, squeeze your butt. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Is it easier with your butt in the air? Yes. But I don't want it to be easier. I want you to do the work, okay? All right, I'm going to try an 8 to start here. Side plank on your knee or your toe, or on your elbow, and we're going to lift shoulder height and tap. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You can do this with no weight as well. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides, okay? So if you choose to do this without a weight, that's totally fine. Maybe you're just trying to get your balance in a side plank. Okay, you can do feet stacked or feet staggered or on your knee. 1, 2, 3. Do you press your shoulders in the back? 4, dip your shoulder blades. 5, 6. Gravity does a super job here, so you don't have to go very heavy. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Drop the weight down. That was a good challenge. That's all. So how I said Pullovers is my favorite. Actually, one of my favorites. That's also one of my favorites. All right, we're going to side plank knee pull. So let's go back to our first side we were on. Give that one side a break and work our other leg. You're on your knee or you're on your toe. Your feet are stacked. And let's go thigh to elbow for 10. 9, it comes out right in front of you. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll over, other side. So you're meeting your elbow and your thigh in the middle, right in front of your belly button. 10, 9, 8, lift your hips. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming to our backs. Reverse crunch. So it looks like this. Hands underneath your sit bones. Legs out long. If you need to bend your knee, you're going to come up, tap the ceiling. So I want you to lift your hips off the floor at the top. Control it on the way down. Do 10 of them. If you're doing it with a bent knee, it looks like this. Same thing, just bent knee. I have 2 left. So you want to stamp the ceiling and control it on the way down. And then once you're done with those, flip it over. Let's go back to shoulder taps, okay? So 2 more sets of this. How are we feeling? Good. Knees or toes, feet wide. Try not to rock your hips. And let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, booties down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Side plank. I'm going to try a 5 this time and see what it feels like. So you're on your knee or you're stacked in your toes. And we lift for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Roll it over, switch sides. The 5 makes this a lot more stable for me. Kind of like that. Let's go again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Roll it over, no weight, back to our starting side. And here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll over, switch sides. Reach long, pull. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lay on your backs. Okay, reverse crunch. Do your 10. Bent legs or straight legs. Stamp the ceiling. As you come up, I want you to control on the way down then. The lift is actually easier than the lower, okay? So pump the brakes just a little bit. If it means you're digging your hands into the ground, pump the brakes, cool. Lower, lift, crunch, and reverse. These are challenging. Two more for me. How many for you? Oh. And we're going back to the start. I'll give you a couple seconds to finish those. 10 reps. All right. Whew. Now we're really working out, right? This core work is definitely building up. Okay, back to shoulder taps. Ready? Wide feet, tilt your hips towards your chin, but booties are down. Control your taps. Set, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to side plank on your elbow or on your knee or your toe. Grab your dumbbell, tap your thigh, come to shoulder height. 9, 8, 7, 6, control it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. You feel your entire core activated, right? We got your shoulders. Still feel it in my chest a little bit. I definitely feel it in my shoulder blades, your obliques, right? Here we go again. 10, 9, hopefully in your obliques. 8, lift your hip a little higher if you're not. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hey, how about we just hold it here and do our thigh to elbow. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, switch sides. Roll it on over and go again. Ooh, find your balance. I'm going to let you count these out with yourself. Coming down to our back to first crunch. How do we do? Pretty good? Are you sweating just a little bit? No, starting to sweat just a little bit. All right, so you can plant your hands on the ground and help yourself control on the lift down. If you need to put your hands underneath your butt, you can still push your hands into the ground from there. I need to breathe for a second. Here we go. Stamp the ceiling, control. Do your 10. Try to make slow motion on the way down. Try to roll down through quicksand. Slow and steady. All right, go ahead and lay there when you're done. I'm going to give you a couple seconds to finish. Whew, that's class, you guys. That was our workout. Upper body and core. Go ahead and lay there in a T. Take a deep breath. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Arms up overhead, big reach. From fingers to toes. If you have a dumbbell over your head, you can kind of grab that and pull. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And then let's go ahead and roll over and stretch out our chest and our shoulders. All right. Coming to a T. Go ahead and take one hand in towards your armpit. The arm can be straight or bend it a little bit. You choose. Open up your chest with a little scorpion twist. This will get the front of your shoulder. And your chest muscle and your bicep. So it's a great stretch to lengthen even through your forearm. And then rotate to the other side. Adjust your hand and your arm as needed to maximize your stretch. So front of the chest, front of the shoulder, bicep. Now let's go to the back of it by doing our thread throughs, okay? So we're gonna actually come up to our knees, thread it through, lay it down, and then bring your bottom back towards your heels. Get deeper into it. So now you're feeling your outer shoulder, your top of your shoulder, your back. And then switch into the other side. So come through, and then drop back, walk your top hand out. Land down and breathe. This would also be a great workout for those days where you're just like, I don't feel like a ton of movement. I just want to sit on the floor and use my arms to lift without maybe spiking your heart rate ridiculously, right? Okay, so this would be a good one for you to come back to. Just remember this one, all right? Walk your hands out far, and then draw your bottom back towards your heels. Let's get our back muscles again Reaching and stretched out. Up to all fours, and we're just going to go circular motion one way, circle back the other, a little wrist and forearm mobility here. I know you're like, don't want to hold your body weight up anymore, but just a little bit of a circle, and then come sit, a little bit of a stretch, not too much pressure. Other side. And then let's take an arm across. You can stand or sit for this. Thank you for showing up today. When I was younger, I used to love leg day. And now as I'm older, I love upper body day. So, continue to take your deep breaths and recover. Release, a little shoulder stretch here. Other side. Inhale up. Exhale. Thank you for joining today. Have a great day. And tomorrow's stretch class. So we'll do mind, we'll stretch everything out, and I will see you then. Bye.